we need what is called a balanced reasoning process. And here we're going to need to introduce reflective and reflexive reasoning. Essentially, when we attempt to make a decision that leads to the highest value truth for us or for the world or whatever, we do it in two ways, with two types of thinking and reasoning. This is what is often called system 1 and system 2 thinking, but I really want to stick with the reflective and reflexive reasoning because for me it's more intuitive here. Reflective reasoning is the consistent, let's say, painstaking, analytical process of setting up hypotheses, gathering some data, defining our algorithm to take steps to make decisions, and launching experiments to observe what is the highest value outcome and what is the best decisions that we can make. Reflective reasoning is what you engage with when you live in the quantitative world, in a world where you can quantify the risk around you. This is a pretty stark contrast to the world of reflexive reasoning. In the world of reflexive reasoning, we essentially react. We are guided by a bunch of stimuli that lead us to rely on heuristics to know how to behave, to know how to make decisions. We rely on these heuristics precisely because we don't have the time, the energy, the willingness, or anything else to make a proper deep thinking around the issues that surround us. And so we are going to build smart heuristics that we think work to act and to react to the stimuli. And that is precisely going to be what our decision-making process looks like. It's going to be about reacting to stimuli and based on heuristic, taking the highest value route that lead us to the highest value reward. And this is essentially what happens in the qualitative world. In the world of high uncertainty, where we cannot properly quantify the reward, the path, the value that we can get from our decisions. To make it more clear, when are we, for instance, in the reflective reasoning? Well, a typical question is part of the risky environments. Should I invest in this stock or that stock? This is a pretty standard decision that many people do, either professionally through financial management or as individuals through, let's say, personal wealth management. And this is a risky environment. It's an environment where you know about the variance of stocks. You know where different investments can lead you, and you can quantify let's say the expected value that you would get based on traditional concept like mean value, mean return, standard deviation, standard variance, like the variance of your decisions here. So that's a typical reflective reasoning question here that you're going to approach through a meticulous quantification. This is very different from uncertain environments. In uncertain environment, you have previous experience. You know deep down in your bones what is the right decision to make because you have created a set of heuristics that guide these decisions. There is a need for both types of reasoning, reflective and reflexive. And there is no inherently wrong way to do things by themselves. You do have a problem that comes from over-reliance on either of these reasonings. That's when you get stuck in suboptimal decision-making processes. Balanced reasoning is what allows you to optimize decisions here.